Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your brother here, Abu Samaya. So, on this journey of being a student of knowledge, Tulab them, students of knowledge, etc. I think there's always a point in time where brothers and sisters as well may hit like a questionable moment. I don't want to say a peak, but you hit that questionable moment where you kind of begin to just question what you're doing on the journey. You know, you may hit a point of time to where you become a little bit, you're not progressing how you may want, or you may hit a standstill. You hit a standstill to where, you know, you kind of become a bit tired. You become a bit lethargic in your studying and just overall and what you're doing in general. And so, you know, it kind of makes one question themselves, like, are you really up for this journey? Are you really like ready for this? Because this is truly a blessing. To be studying Ilm is truly a blessing. And I think that's something that we have to really begin to understand. And even like me, myself, I have to tell myself time and time again, you know, is checking my intentions. Why am I studying the Deen? You know, we always have to go back to that niyab, as well as making yourself aware, myself as well. This is advice for me. This is nasiha for myself as well, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has truly put us in a favorable position. We have 1 billion plus Muslims, but not everyone is put in a position to study the Deen. No matter to what extent that is. Maybe some of us may only go as far as ridding ourselves of ignorance. Some of us may go as far as ridding ourselves of ignorance, which is the primary goal. Ridding ourselves of ignorance, as well as coming back and being of benefit to our families, and teaching our families and them taking heed and strengthening our faith together as a unit in our own household, and etc. And even going beyond that. Some of us may have the opportunity to teach in our communities and, you know, spread the dawah and really give back, inshallah ta'ala. You know, so that's very, you know, some of us may even go off to be of the ulama, to be scholars of our generation, you know. And so that's truly a blessing, and we have to understand just how the door has been opened for us and how the ground has been laid. And so we have to begin to understand that, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put us here, and we have to make dua to ask Him to plant our feet firmly and to keep our hearts pure and our intentions pure. And we have to always be mindful of that. So right now I'm at a point to where, yeah, I am studying the Arabic language, Ad-Durusu al-Lughatu al-Arabiyya, and it has been I hit kind of a rocky point, because I feel like I need to stick with one program. And I advise brothers this as well. Stick with one speaking program, whether it's the Assisi course or the Arabiya al-Bayn al-Yadayk or the Medina books. Stick with one program and see it all the way through. You know, this was recommended to me, so I'm just recommending it to other brothers, because obviously those brothers completed it. Their Luga is very strong, very good, very some stronger than others. But the brothers have it. They have went past the basic stages, and so they're said to complete a program such as the ones I just mentioned, and then go into a Nahu, Ajrumiyya, or something of the likes, a beginner Nahu course, and then Sarf, and then, you know, even other and then you can progress from there. But even other speaking courses, maybe you want to go to, you know, something a bit more intensive, you know, where you can get that attention that you need, or they may have a different curriculum set to more advanced students. Alhamdulillah, do so if needs be, or do so once you get there. Don't skip steps. That's another thing as well. And I think sometimes we move in a bit of haste, and nothing good comes from moving in haste. And so we want to really pay attention and don't try to skip steps. I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Learning the Arabic language, as my sheikh told me. And so you have to know, like, you may not have it in a year. Don't worry about those stories where, you know, brothers say, you know, they learned Arabic in a year, they were able to do X, Y, and Z. Some a year, some a year and a half, some 2 years, you know, but to get that basic fundamentals of being able to speak and read, etc. It's all about the individual. You have to know just like the duration your life is going in, the time you can put in. I mean, don't try to think like, you know, we hear those stories of the Salaf and the Khalaf studying 16 hours out the day. Life was different then. Many of us don't have 16 hours a day to be studying. Like, we don't. Especially if we're not within, like, we're not in the Jamia Islamiyah, or like, we don't have that time to put in. We have families, we have work, especially here in like the US. So there's a lot of things to consider. So you have to really be mindful of that. If you can get a good 30 minutes to an hour a day with a clear head, a clear schedule to where you can lock in, you will benefit much more in that 30 minutes to an hour a day than trying to cram and move around and do 16 hours where you're dozing off into the book and etc. Like, it's insane. It gets a little, you know, you put a lot on yourself, and then, you know, you work, you go into it for 16 hours a day, and then for the rest of the week you do nothing. You know, so you don't want it to be that. You want to be consistent. If you can do 30 minutes a day consistently, alhamdulillah, do so. If you can do an hour a day consistently, alhamdulillah, do so. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. That's what you should be aiming for. That's what we should be aiming for. To do what we can as an individual, and to keep progressing. Keep progressing. And so, yeah, that's my morning message, man. That's the Fajr motivation. Even though it's a little past, I think it's gonna go past sunrise. Sabahul Khair, Sabahul Khair, Sabahul Khair, Sabahul Khair. Good morning, and alhamdulillah. May you all have a blessed day. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, and even us renewing, keeping our intentions pure from one salah to the next. And you got this, I got this, we got this. Just keep striving. Whatever level you at right now, man, just keep going. Just keep being a benefit to the ummah, being a benefit to this world. You know your calling. You know, really get in tune with everything, and get in tune with the deen, man. Like, this is truly a blessing. You know, and I just want to start on stick with it, man, and, you know, be a benefit to one another, be a benefit to this world, and leave something truly great, you know, behind to other people could benefit from it, whether it's your family or the masses, man. Like, yeah, we all got something. So, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, subhanaka allahumma rabbana wa bihamdik, and ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.